The fluorescent lights of the grocery store hummed softly overhead, their cold glow spilling down on nearly empty aisles. It was late, almost closing time, and most shoppers had already gone home. But Michael wasn't here by choice. He pushed an old, squeaky cart with one hand and held his toddler, Lily, with the other. Her small head rested on his shoulder, her cheeks flushed from crying. The last pack of off-brand diapers sat in the basket, along with a small carton of milk. That was all he could afford. Michael's chest tightened as he checked his wallet for what felt like the 100th time. A single crumpled dollar bill and a few coins stared back at him, mocking the life he had been reduced to. A year ago, everything was different. He had a steady job in construction, a wife who kept their little home warm, and dreams for a better future. But life had a way of unraveling quickly. First came the accident on site that left him unable to work for months. Then came the medical bills. And then she left. His wife couldn't handle the weight of poverty and responsibility. She said she needed freedom, but all Michael could see was abandonment. Now it was just him and Lily. And tonight, he was praying that this dollar would somehow be enough. He stepped up to the cashier, placing the pack of diapers and milk on the conveyor belt like sacred treasures. The cashier, a young woman with tired eyes, scanned the items. "That'll be $9.47, she said flatly. Michael's throat went dry. He set the dollar and coins on the counter, his fingers trembling. This is all I have." His voice cracked, low and broken, but heavy with shame. The cashier hesitated, glancing at the line behind him. A few people shifted impatiently, their carts piled high with snacks and late-night groceries. Michael's cheeks burned as he felt their eyes on him. "Sir, I'm sorry," the cashier said softly, "but this isn't enough." For a moment, the world seemed to blur. Michael looked down at Lily. She stirred, opening her big brown eyes. He kissed her forehead, whispering, "It's okay, baby. Daddy will figure it out." Behind him, someone cleared their throat. Michael turned. Standing there was a woman in a sharp navy blue suit, her blonde hair pulled back neatly, heels clicking against the tiled floor. Everything about her screamed power, wealth, and a world Michael no longer belonged to. She held only a small basket with bottled water and a bag of almonds. Her eyes met his, piercing but not unkind. "How much is he short?" she asked the cashier. The young woman blinked. $8.47. Without hesitation, the woman pulled a sleek black card from her purse. "I'll cover it." Michael froze. No, please. You don't have to." But she was already sliding the card across the counter. The cashier's scanner beeped, and just like that, the transaction was complete. Michael felt his throat tighten. "Thank you," he whispered. "You don't understand, this means everything." The woman studied him, then glanced at Lily. "Diapers aren't a luxury," she said quietly. "They're a necessity." Michael nodded, clutching the bag like it was gold. He wanted to walk away, to spare himself more humiliation, but something in her gaze kept him rooted. She tilted her head, as if assessing him, then asked, "What's your name?" "Michael," he said. "Michael Turner. And your daughter?" "Lily." Her expression softened, just a fraction. "Beautiful name." Michael managed a weak smile. "She's the only good thing I've done right in my life." The woman said nothing for a moment, then extended her hand. "I'm Rebecca." He shook it, surprised by the warmth in her grip. He turned to leave, but Rebecca spoke again, her voice calm yet commanding. "Michael, wait." He stopped. The line behind them had thinned. People had moved to other registers. For the moment, it felt like only the three of them existed in that store. Rebecca hesitated, as if weighing a decision. Finally, she asked, "Do you have a job?" Michael swallowed hard. "I did. Construction. But I got injured. Haven't been able to get steady work since." Her eyes narrowed slightly, not in judgment but in thought. "And what do you do now?" "Odd jobs. Anything I can find. Just enough to keep us going." Rebecca pressed her lips together, then pulled a business card from her purse. She held it out. "Come see me tomorrow. I might have something for you." Michael stared at the card. Bold letters read, "Rebecca Shaw, CEO, Shaw Enterprises." His heart thudded. He'd heard of Shaw Enterprises, one of the biggest firms in the city. But why would someone like her? "Ma'am," He stammered. I don't think I'm. Just come. She interrupted gently. Sometimes, people just need a chance. Don't waste it. And with that, she paid for her almonds and water, nodded politely, and left. Michael stood frozen, the card trembling in his hand. The next morning, after feeding Lily and leaving her with a neighbor, Michael found himself standing outside the towering glass building that bore the Shaw Enterprises logo. His worn-out jeans and second-hand shirt felt wildly out of place among the crisp suits streaming through the doors. He almost turned back. But then he thought of Lily. And he walked inside. Rebecca's assistant greeted him, clearly surprised when he mentioned her name. Still, he was led up to the 20th floor. When Rebecca saw him, she smiled. You came. I wasn't sure if you meant it, Michael admitted. She gestured to a chair. I never say things I don't mean. They sat across from each other in her sleek, sunlit office. Rebecca folded her hands. I grew up with nothing, she said simply. Single mom. Worked 2 jobs just to keep food on the table. So, when I see someone struggling the way my mother once did, I pay attention. Michael's breath caught. For the first time, he saw past the polished exterior and glimpsed the woman underneath. I can't promise anything huge, Rebecca continued. But we have an opening in our facilities department. Maintenance work. It pays steady, and it comes with benefits. Would you be interested? Michael's voice cracked. Interested? Ma'am, this would change everything. Rebecca smiled softly. Then it's yours. On one condition. He blinked. Condition. That you never call me, ma'am, again. For the first time in months, Michael laughed. It felt foreign, but good. Weeks turned into months. Michael worked hard. Harder than anyone expected. He was early every morning, often staying late, and his reputation quickly grew. The staff respected him, not just for his dedication but for his kindness. Lily thrived too. With steady paychecks, Michael could finally provide. He bought her new clothes, nutritious food, and even her first set of picture books. At night, when he read to her, he sometimes caught himself smiling, something he thought he'd forgotten how to do. One evening, Rebecca stopped by the maintenance wing. She watched Michael repairing a faulty air vent, his hands steady, his face determined. You know, she said when he looked up, I think I underestimated you. Michael chuckled. Wouldn't be the first time someone's done that.